Permiso, senora. Is Mr. Vickers going to be here for dinner this evening?
Not likely, Carlotta. He's gone to New York to do some shopping, so goodness knows when he'll decide to return.
Is everything all right? I mean, the police were here the other day, but they haven't come back?
Carlotta, I know that you worry about me. And I do appreciate it, except don't. All right? Now then, did you make those hors d'oeuvres with the little mushrooms?
Si, senora, and they'll be ready in 10 minutes. Oh, and las empanadas también.
Oh,
I hope you and your old friend from medical school will enjoy them.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Oh, you check on those hors d'oeuvres, and I'll go answer the door.
Si, senora.
Muchas gracias.
Wow. Gorgeous, as always.
Oh, come on in. Dr. Goldman. You haven't changed at all.
Well, neither of you. Love your house.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you a tour. Later?
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, can I get you something to drink?
No. Not right yet. Thanks. Oh. My. A veritable library on multiple personality.
Yes. Yes, I find the whole subject so fascinating, though it is rather heavy reading, considering how long it's been since we were in medical school, or that I've practiced medicine, for that matter. But your chapter, that book, I mean, it's the best.
Thanks. But, Dorian, why this sudden interest in multiple personality disorder? Oh, everything's delicious, Dorian. The food, the coffee, that tantalizing perfume you're wearing.
Blatant flattery. I love it.
But I have a hunch that I was not invited for my flattery. You called because you saw my name on that chapter in the DID book?
Yes. Dissociative identity disorder. Though it did seem a bit easier when they called it multiple personality disorder.
Well, some people still do. The new title is more accurate, of course.
Of course.
So, Dorian, what's this all about? Why this interest in multiple personalities?
Martin, I need your expert advice. Someone very close to me is in serious trouble. Martin, when we were in medical school together, did I ever talk to you about my sister, Melinda?
Well, I remember you telling me a little bit about her.
Yes, well, it's become a very sad story. Unfortunately, over the years, my sister has had a history of severe emotional instability. And recently, we've come to know the root of her problems. It pains me very much to say this, but my sister was sexually abused as a child. I did not know this because she herself had blocked it out until recently when someone, well-intentioned but unaware of the consequences, threw this abuse in her face. And Melinda's personality just broke into pieces. It literally fractured. So now her doctors have revised their diagnosis to dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Dorian, but you know, this condition is extremely rare and very difficult to diagnose. Perhaps the doctors are wrong.
No. They're all positive that she is suffering from DID.
Suffering. It's an ironic choice of words. The fracturing of the personality is actually a very ingenious form of self-protection.
You mean it's good for her?
No, I mean it is necessary. For a child, it is nearly impossible to deal with the horror of abuse. And in some rare cases, she will create personalities outside of herself that can cope with the situation.
But this would happen in childhood, not in later life.
Well, the forming of the alternative personalities would begin in childhood or early adulthood, whenever the stress was too great. But these alters, as they are clinically known, then often lie dormant for many years until something happens when the host is an adult, such as your sister being confronted with the fact of her abuse. And at that point, then the alters are summoned forward to help protect her.
Then all is not hopeless. Because you see, when my sister Melinda goes into one of the alters, the ones the one that calls herself, Joan. She becomes very, rational, calm. In fact, Joan is able to control all of the others.
That would be the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper, right. The one you wrote the chapter about in this book.
Yes, you see, the gatekeeper knows about all of the other altars and the secret suppressed abuse that created them. And indeed, the gatekeeper seems distant and unemotional, but in reality, the gatekeeper is driven, dedicated to keeping the host from ever reliving that primal memory.
In other words, the gatekeeper is good.
Well...
Martin, you're the expert. Please, advise me. What can I tell Melinda's therapist? We have to make sure that the gatekeeper never allows the host or the other altars to come out.
I must have misunderstood. You want to arrange it so that the gatekeeper personality... what was her name?
Jean. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Joan. Joan. Yes. I want her to stay in control, and I want the host and all the other altars to be buried.
Dorian, this is your sister we're talking about.
Yes, but she's so unbalanced.
Exactly. What you're asking is impossible. Your sister's personality has fragmented into several distinct personas. The gatekeeper is only one of them.
The best.
Perhaps, but perhaps not. Whoever comes out to take charge, well, that is not something we can control, at least not at this stage. Besides, all these alternative personalities are working together to deal with the memories and the emotions that are just too painful for the host personality.
Exactly my point. If the memories are that painful, then don't you need a shield?
No, what you want to do is integrate all of these personalities into the host, or, well, at least maintain a balance between the altars. But, Dorian, if you push too hard, if the stress becomes too great, then anything, an image, a feeling, can trigger the return of any one of these altars at any time.
No, I can't let that happen. Martin, you have to help me find a way to make sure that all of these other altars stay under control.
Yes, as soon as I can. Sorry, minor crisis, I'm afraid.
Oh, but Martin, you promised you would help me.
Well, I'm trying to, Dorian, but you know what you're asking? It's a little bit unusual. I'd suggest you leave the decisions to her psychiatrist. Why even think about interfering?
Because every time I see Melinda, my heart breaks. I mean, when I go to visit her, I feel so hopeless. I have no idea how to help her. It's only when this gatekeeper personality comes out that she bears any resemblance at all to the sister that I know and love. The last time I was there, she turned into a little child right before my very eyes. And don't tell me that the therapists know what's best for her because they don't know how to give me back my sister.
Oh, all right. Calm down. You know, I really can't offer treatment ideas for a patient that I haven't even met. But, well, I could give you a hint or two on how to talk to her when you visit.
You mean to the gatekeeper? Yes, Martin, thank you. How?
Well, your sister seems very suggestible. I think that you could invite her to come out. Maybe stay with you for a while.
Forever? No, I want her to stay forever.
Well, now, that might be impossible, but appeal to her rational side. The gatekeeper is nothing if not rational. Now, here's the key. Make sure that your conversations take place in a quiet, safe environment.
Yes. Yes, of course. Oh, thank you, Martin. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I really do have to go now.
Yes, well, thank you for coming. You do understand how worried I am about my darling sister.
Well, then, for your sister's sake, Dorian, trust the experts, huh? Bye.
Thank you again. Bye. Experts, schmexperts. I know what needs to be done, Miss Jean. and I'm going to do it.